Hey there, welcome. I want to thank you so much for coming out tonight and joining us for this webinar. You might be asking yourself a question. You might be saying, am I in the right place? Like what am I in for? I'm going to tell you that you're in the right place if you're tired of dieting and not seeing results, and maybe you know, you've been working out and counting the calories and measuring, and you're just not seeing these results and you're frustrated with what you see in the mirror. You're just not feeling confident. You're tired and emotionally exhausted from struggling with food. You just don't have a real good relationship with it. It's kind of a love-hate relationship. And you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you feel completely defeated from continually going from one diet to the next. I can tell you that you are not in the right place if you're looking for the next quick fix, the next diet fad, the 30, 60, 90-day fix. It's not in a shake or a pill. And if that's what you're looking for, this is the wrong place for you. I want you to stay tuned until the very end because I have a special gift for you all. And for those of you that are on live and stay for the Q&A afterwards, I have an extra gift for you in the Q&As. So hold tight, stay tuned, and stay to the very end, and stay for the Q&A session. So what are you going to learn today? You're going to learn how to be happy, healthy, balanced. Like, you're going to come full circle with finding balance and getting off the diet roller coaster. And you'll learn how to have a happy, healthy, and balanced relationship with your body without the diet obsession. So let me tell you a little bit about me. I've worked in the medical field. I worked in women's health. I've worked in pediatrics, geriatrics, and labor and delivery. So that was, my medical experience there, kind of all around. I'm a personal trainer and fitness instructor at a gym. I've been doing that for, oh my gosh, 9-10 years now. I'm a certified integrative nutrition coach and a holistic health coach. But I know you're like, what in the world even is any of that? Just know that I'm human, just like you. And I'm going to give you a little bit more about my story and not just about what my certifications are. I have struggled for a really long time with poor body image. And I know some people probably don't believe this, but I can remember my first struggle with body image was probably in 8th grade. And I never really was someone who would be considered overweight or someone who even needed to really lose weight. I just had that body image and I didn't like what I saw in the mirror. So I struggled a lot with what I ate, what I was supposed to eat, what I wasn't supposed to eat. I went on yo-yo diets. I can remember as young as 17 years old, hiding Slim Fast in my closet. And you can trust me when I say that I've pretty much tried it all. And I weighed, I measured, I counted, I did all these things. And on the inside, I really felt like crap. I was really suffering on the inside. I was frustrated and lost and felt so defeated because I had this, I don't know if I want to call it a monster. I had to hide it because of what I did for a living. I had to hide it from people because I didn't want them to know that I was having these struggles. So I really am human, just like you guys, because I know that a lot of you have been on the struggle bus, you've driven it, you've been there. And when I say I feel you, just know that I feel you. So how is it that you find this balance? How did I find this balance? How did I say, I need to take care of me and start with wellness and kind of kick the dieting to the curb? It was almost a change of mindset, and I had to focus on me because it's not always about the next diet or about losing weight or about being a certain size. It's about who you are and understanding these things. And I needed to realize once this change of mindset came in that it was from the inside out. And I needed to stop focusing on perfection and approach it from a wellness aspect. And I'm talking physically, mentally, emotionally, all of that. Let's dive a little bit into the statistics of dieting, because it is a terrible, vicious cycle. And I know many of you are so tired of riding that roller coaster. It's an estimated that 45 million Americans go on a diet each year, and they spend, or should I say they waste, 33 billion on weight loss products. How many things have you purchased that you either haven't opened or you've used for a week and you've quote unquote fallen off the wagon? Because 95% of diets and all of these things fail. And notice that I'm saying the diet fails. You're not failing. And that's a mindset we need to get out of our minds, is that we're failing. Most people who go on diets, quote unquote, go on, they go off of it then. And they regain the weight they lost in 1 to 5 years. So, we have this poor body image and eating disorders and self-esteem issues, and 96% of women, and this is women, girls, young girls, struggle with their body image, their weight, their self-esteem, diet, and exercise, because there's so much information out there that we're confused and we feel like we're chasing the next quick fix. And people with negative body image have a greater likelihood of developing an eating disorder and are more likely to suffer from feelings of depression, isolation, low self-esteem, and obsessions with weight loss. So when you have this poor body image, it seems like we always go back, no matter what we struggle with, we always go back to that diet. It keeps leading back to a diet, and that's not the answer if 96% of us are still suffering with these issues. And I can tell you that you're not alone. Trust me when I say that. I have been there. I've done that. And I finally got to the point where I know it wasn't about the diet and the struggle. I would still go back and struggle. And I have worked through that. And I've helped hundreds of women get off the emotional diet roller coaster and start loving themselves. Because I'm going to tell you what, you can have a happy, healthy relationship with food, your body, and exercise. It is so possible. Let me tell you a little bit about Kat. She's one of the clients that I've helped. And when she came to me, she was really struggling with a lot of things. But her main thing that she brought to me was she wanted to lose weight. And the more that we talked, the more that we realized that it really wasn't about the weight. And there were some other underlying issues that we worked on. So here's what Kat had to say. I'd like to thank Melanie from the bottom of my heart for helping me find a part of me that has been lost for quite a while. I joined her Balance 360 program, and I was pleasantly surprised with my results. Melanie has helped me with something that has plagued me my whole life, self-love. I feel much more confident. I could go on and on and on about how much Mel has helped me in my mindset, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Thank you, Mel. You are my inspiration. And there was a lot of things that we worked through, and a lot of aha moments that Kat had. And it was really neat just to see her have those aha moments and start to turn things around. So what if that was you? What if you could break free of this diet mentality and free yourself from these confusing diet and exercise rules so you can focus on what really matters? Focus on establishing and maintaining a mindset that makes sticking with a lifestyle easier and sustainable. Because a lot of things that we're doing to ourselves are not real sustainable. And that only leads to failure, the diet failing you. So we need to ditch the diet mentality. We need to focus on self-love, on nourishing our body, on saying, hey, it's okay to have that cake. You see in this picture, there's cake. Looks like there's chocolate or something over there on the left, and chips and all these things. And yeah, you can ditch the diet and you can have these things. And I always say, 80-20, but you can have these things without the guilt. What would that be like if you could just ditch that diet mentality, that thought of, if I have this, I'm cheating. And if I cheat, I've fallen off the wagon. If I've fallen off the wagon, I suck. And when I suck, I'm a failure and I'm never going to lose weight. And I hate the way I look. Like, do you hear this vicious cycle that I'm putting out there? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? So what if you could have, this is something that having a healthy relationship with food and exercise, these are things that I've done. I've ditched the diet mentality. I now have a healthy relationship with food and exercise. And to be honest, even with the line of work I do, I did not have a healthy relationship with food, and exercise was a punishment. So it wasn't fun and I hated it. It was like a chore. It was a punishment for what I ate. And now there's a healthy relationship. It's giving your body what it needs to thrive without obsession and of perfection. Like there was this, if I wasn't perfect, I sucked. And if I wasn't perfect, I failed. And then, I'd start again on Monday. I'll just start again on Monday and Monday and Monday. And, when I started by Monday, by Wednesday, I hated the food restrictions. So it's a resetting your relationship with exercise and food, and looking at it is not as some kind of punishment or something that you cheat on. When you cheat on it, you fall off the wagon and you fail. What if you could feel confident in your skin and appreciate your body and what it's capable of? Stop the body shaming. Like what you see in the mirror. Find things about your body that are positive. Start focusing on what your body can do and what it looks like. That was such a switch I had to do, because every time I turned around, I was pinching this and seeing this hangover and saying my clothes didn't fit and all this other stuff. And when I stopped obsessing over that, I started to feel confident in my own skin. So what if you could love your body in all shapes and sizes, and no matter where you're at on your journey? So this is huge here. And I know a lot of people don't look at this because we're so busy focusing on the next quick fix and losing weight. But what if you could expand your knowledge? Because all of this is connected. Your sleep, your stress, your hormones, your gut health. If you could expand the knowledge into intuitive and mindful eating, I can tell you what, those first two there, sleep and stress, they're huge. And sometimes when we conquer those, a lot of things, puzzle pieces fall together. There's balance, the relationship with food, all these things change. But when sleep and stress are a huge, huge issue, hormones get off balance, our gut health starts to just go downhill, and it's not a pretty picture. But then we think we need a diet. And that's not, maybe that's really not what we need. I can tell you it's not what you need. And this is huge for me. I know if you've been following me, you've probably heard me talk about sustainability and sanity. So what if you could empower yourself with this new positive mindset to succeed regardless of the circumstances? No matter what, you're making yourself a priority, and there's no more yo-yo dieting, because what you're doing is sustainable. It's not, a severe calorie restriction that is not sustainable. So if what you're doing now, or what you've ever done in the past, is not something you can see yourself doing 5 months, 5 years, however long it is down the line, if that's not something that's sustainable, it is not for you. Because you get to that point where it's like, well, I just need to lose 10 pounds. Well, how many times? Is this your first time trying to lose those 10 pounds, or your 7th time? If it's the 7th time, or even the 2nd time, whatever you're doing is not sustainable. So finding something that is sustainable is huge, very huge. So are you ready to get off this diet roller coaster, stop dieting, start living with Balance 360? You stop dieting and obsessing about food, and you find that right balance with you, your body, and your relationship with exercise and food. It's huge. So let's talk about why you showed up. So you maybe showed up because you were just nosy and you wanted to hear my story. Or you're like, what is all this Balance 360 stuff about? Or maybe you showed up like we talked about in the beginning because you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're over the emotional exhaustion of the diet roller coaster, and you're frustrated and you're feeling defeated because you're going from one diet to the next, and you're working out, you're counting the calories, you're measuring everything, and you're just not seeing the scale move. And you've lost all of your body confidence. That might be why you showed up, because you're looking for a solution. You're like, what? Something's got to give, right? What is it? What is the solution? Ta-da! Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Balance 360, which is a step-by-step program It's clear and easy to follow. It is not a diet. It is not a 90-day. It is not a 60-day. It is a sustainable solution to stop dieting and start living and build your health from the inside out and feel better about your body. The benefits of this program, I mean, like right here, you finally break the diet mentality and find what works for you. Because two people could be doing the same exact thing and see completely different results. And one may be frustrated and one might see results. And then if it's not something that's sustainable, nobody sees, results. We just see that insanity thing again, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So the benefits is that you're going to find what works for you. You're going to find your balance. You're going to find what maybe those underlying issues are, or these, things that have been holding you back from finding what it is that's going to work for you. And you get support and accountability. This is what you get in this program. So not only do you get 6 weeks of daily video lessons, that is more of a self-paced thing that you will always, always have access to. You're going to get biweekly live coaching calls along with daily lessons live in this group, in this private community with, again, lifetime access. Weekly healthy recipes, daily support and accountability. Have I said support and accountability yet? And yes, you will get some exercises. Like you'll get workouts that are for all fitness levels. You're getting lifetime access to the entire program for a one-time fee. Now, remember when I said stay to the very, very end, right? Because the first 10 people that sign up will receive 50% off the program, plus a free 30-minute one-on-one coaching call with me. So this is kind of what I talked about in the beginning, but if you've stayed on and you stay on till the Q&A, there's also another gift. So hang tight. I will let you know what that is in the Q&A. But for now, 50% off for the first 10 people. Actually, I'm going to give 50% off for 24 hours. How about that? Forget about just the first 10 people. You got 24 hours and you will still get the free coaching call. So that's going to help set you up with a nice little roadmap for this program. Let's compare this just for a second, because I don't know if you guys have ever, priced a nutritionist or a personal trainer, or have gotten recipes from someone, or done health coaching calls, or maybe you've spent some of that $33 billion that's put into the statistics in some trendy diets at $200 a month plus, like for the shakes and the wraps and, the monthly, whatever it is. This is over $800 right here that you're getting in this program. But am I going to ask you to pay $800? No. Why? Because it's priceless. What you're going to be paying for this and what you're going to get from this is absolutely priceless in Balance 360. It is a simplified self-care program, and we work on finding what you're missing is from the inside out, and it is so not a diet. It's this whole new mindset that allows you to love your body and what it can do for you. So you might be asking yourself, is this worth it? And will it even work for me? Because I've tried everything. And can I really even afford this right now? Can I tell you this? So many people that I've spoken with that have either said, I'm going to, maybe next time, 6 months from now, they're honestly in the same position or even more frustrated. So it's possible you can't afford not to do this program, because where do you want to be in 6 months? Where were you 6 months ago? Are you anywhere different right now? Or are you still on that roller coaster, that emotional roller coaster? You can get off of that, and in 6 months, you can see a totally different picture. You guys, this is too good to pass up, because, I've already talked about what you're getting. Clear step-by-step system to follow. Healthy recipes, shopping lists, workout plans for all fitness levels. This is a lifetime access. There is no monthly fee at this moment, for it to be in the private community, to get the bi-monthly coaching calls and daily support to keep you on track. And then the whole self-paced course is also there. Where do you want to be in 6 months? Where do you want to be in 6 weeks? How about 6 years? dude, this roller coaster started for me a long time ago. And if someone would have showed me these things and someone would have told me these things prior to that, it would have saved me a lot of frustration. It really would have. And don't forget, 50% off for the first 24 hours. If it's 10 people or 20 people, 24 hours, you get 50% off, and you get that 30-minute coaching call. Let's work together and end this emotional roller coaster. Let's work on establishing and maintaining a mindset that makes sticking with this lifestyle easier with each passing day, no matter what comes up. Honestly, you are just weeks away from the best version of yourself. So now what? I have actually put it out there of what to do to get off the emotional roller coaster. And now it's like, how do I do it? Right? And this is where you learn it, is in the Balance 360 program. So you can take the info that you learned tonight in this mastermind and you can, just hang on to it and see where you can go with it. And, you do nothing, or you just do nothing and you stay stuck and frustrated. Or you click the link and get registered today and start your journey. You will get instant access to this course and instant access to this group, and you will begin your journey with this program. And I can tell you what, you don't have to worry, because it's not just a 12-week or a 90-day thing or, a quick fix. You're going to have continued support that you need to make this a lifestyle, to change your mindset and have that healthy relationship with food, with your body, and exercise. Because exercise can be fun, I promise. It's not a punishment. So this is a lifetime membership to this whole program. So I do want to thank you so much for coming out tonight. And don't forget the special offer for those who stay on for the Q&A. And I hope to see you all on the inside. Have a good night.